One of my personal slogans is that while good times are bad times to know good friends and bad times are good times to do so. The reason is not far-fetched. People flock around others during their good times, but easily desert them during their bad times. Bad times are hard, trial, challenging, and difficult periods. There are seasons of life an individual is visited by challenges he or she cannot address with ease, and this occurs to different people in different ways and at different times. No one can pass through life without hard times, no matter how rich, great, famous, or successful he or she is. As earlier remarked, bad times visit different people in different ways. For instance, it could be financial crisis, a time an individual has financial challenges that are beyond his income and financial strength. It is noteworthy that most people do not escape this challenge. However, while some people really have financial crisis is a daily companion of life for many. One of the options many people easily resort to as solution to their financial challenges is borrowing. Borrowing could be formal or informal. Formal borrowing is usually with the bank, but many people are scared of approaching the bank for loan because it is usually very difficult to excel in their screenings. One of the reasons for this is that the bank is always willing to lend money to people who do not need loans, but usually very unwilling to do so to people who are in need of loans. According to Bob Hope, the bank is a place you can get a loan only if you prove that you do not need it. This is the reason many people resort to informal loans when they have financial challenges. Informal loans are obtained from friends and relations. This is the type of loan I will discuss in this video. However, I will limit the focus of this video to lending money to friends because there could be some exceptions while lending money to relations. For instance, in the part of the world I was born, enjoying financial assistance from relations is more of a right than a privilege. Consequently, most financial assistance that are obtained from relations are hardly repaid. Indeed, nothing unites friends or destroys friendship more than money. Whenever money is involved in a friendly relationship, it should be handled with caution because it can damage the relationship. It is also very imperative to note that you do not know who your friend truly is until money is involved in your relationship with him or her. Consequently, money makes the acid test of true friendship. Perhaps this is the reason some people believe that monetary issues should be completely eliminated in friendly relationships. They also believe that money and friendship do not go together because friendship is endangered whenever money is involved. As a matter of fact, some people strongly believe that people should avoid lending money to their friends for any reason. Such people have this as a strict personal principle and policy. But I do not subscribe to this ideology for some reasons. True to the popular maxim, a friend in need is a friend indeed. If you like enjoying the help of your friends during a challenging time, why would you not be of help to your friends when they are in need? A friend who cannot be of help to you when you are in need is useless to you indeed. The essence of human relationship is to share our joys and challenges. A friend is someone who easily allows himself or herself to be inconvenienced because of the welfare or well-being of another person. Consequently, anyone who cannot tolerate some inconveniences or make sacrifices for the welfare of his friend is a beloved enemy indeed. Sometimes someone is truly in need of urgent financial assistance because of financial crisis that invades his life. Advice, sympathy, or empathy from friends are not good enough. In such situation, only tangible help, support, and assistance from people, especially those he or she calls friends, is the best way for people to show concern. Though I encourage people to be of financial help to their friends whenever they have the capacity to do so, they should be very careful, cautious, and prudent while helping their friends financially so that they will not have regrets for their compassionate and benevolent action. This is the reason there are some laws that regulate lending money to friends. Though the laws may not insure people from the consequences of their benevolent action when they lend money to their friends, it helps to limit their losses and regrets while doing so. The laws of lending money to friends are as follows. 1. You should not lend money you cannot afford to lose. People who lend money to their friends are worse than gamblers. The reason is that people risk losing only their money when they gamble, but they risk losing their money and their friends when they lend money to them. You should put yourself in the position of a gambler whenever you lend money to a friend. This means that you should have a disposition that you are not certain of getting your money after lending it. This is the reason you should lend only money you can afford to lose. If you cannot afford to lose the money you want to lend a friend, I advise that you should not lend it. Otherwise, you may end in litigation. There are four possible things that happen when you lend money to a friend. The first is that he may repay the loan at the mutually agreed time. Only honest, sincere, and responsible friends do this. A friendly relationship is strengthened when this happens. Except this happens, you may lose your money and also acquire an enemy in the friend you assisted with a loan. The second possibility is that the friend may repay the loan later than the mutually agreed time. Though some friends do this deliberately out of ingratitude, others do so due to circumstances that are beyond their control. The danger with this experience is that the loan may be repaid when the value has depreciated. The pain and agony of the disappointment may be worse if the transaction occurs in an economy that has high inflation rates. The third possibility is that the friend may repay only a fraction of the loan. Sometimes, some people repay only a fraction of the money they borrowed. The last possibility is that you may lose the whole money, as your friend may not repay even a fraction of it, even when he has the money to do so. The above possibilities show that lending money to a friend either strengthens or destroys the relationship with him or her. There is a popular expression in my culture that loans are not repaid with the voice with which they were obtained. Some people are evil. They refuse to repay their loans even when they have the capacity to do so. They do not even mention anything about their debts while discussing with the friend they borrowed money from, even after the loan is due for repayment. Besides, they prefer to make trouble with the friend they borrowed money from rather than repay the loan. Some people complain of not having money to repay the loans they obtained from their friends, but they have enough money to hire lawyers to defend them in the courts. When you lose the money you offered as a loan to a friend, it is very likely that you will also lose the friend. This is the reason you should not lend money to a friend you are not willing to lose. This is the second law of lending money to friends. It is wrong to conclude in a hurry that this law implies that no one should assist a friend with loan. The reason is that this law is checked by the first law. You may be able to retain your friendship with a friend who is unable to repay the loan you offered him if you can afford to lose the money, though you may never assist him with loan again. It is also very instructive to note that once someone makes a financial request to a friend, the relationship goes into jeopardy, whether the request is granted or denied. Refusing to give loan to a friend when he requests it has the capacity to destroy a friendly relationship. But granting a request for loan from a friend also has the capacity to destroy a friendly relationship, even beyond repair, especially when the loan is not repaid at the mutually agreed time. Consequently, avoiding to lend money to a friend is dangerous, but lending money to a friend could be more dangerous, especially if the friend is dishonest and irresponsible. However, in such situation, one may choose the lesser evil, which is a decision that has less consequences in the person's honest belief and judgment. I have also learned that sometimes you have a financial challenge. You have the options of asking money from friends and losing the relationship with them because of their unwillingness to assist you, or not requesting money from them but keeping friends who are useless to you. The third law of lending money to friends is that you should not lend money that is not yours. You should not give what you do not have. If someone's money or some people's money is under your custody, it is very wrong to use the money for your personal reasons without the consent of the owner or owners, let alone lending it to a friend. It is very wrong, if not irrational, to do so because a friend has a pressing financial challenge. The fourth law of lending money to a friend is that you should not give loan to a friend without mutually agreed terms and conditions. For instance, before you give loan to a friend, you should both agree on the dates the loan should be repaid. You should also have an agreement on whether it will be repaid with interest or not. The last law of lending money to a friend is that you should secure the loan. Do you know that the loan you offer your friends today may end in litigation tomorrow? Should such happen, will you have sufficient evidence to defend yourself? It is very unfortunate that many people take a lot of things for granted while giving loans to their friends because they are ignorant of the legal implications of their actions. Among the ways to secure a loan to a friend is avoiding cash transaction. You should send the money through the bank so that it cannot be easily denied. You should also have a witness to the agreements. Besides, you should document your agreements in writing. You will insure yourself from some dangers ahead and also reduce the consequences of your compassionate and benevolent actions if you observe the above rules while lending money to your friends. I hope you enjoyed watching this educative and inspirational video. If you did, you should click the link below to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You should also turn on the notification bell so that you will be informed whenever a new video is published in this channel. I hope to meet you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.